Hi, I'm Shanice Goodman. Hey goodies, and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we are doing a self-care video, a girl chat video, a self-development video. And this video is very special to me because this is going to be my first ever podcast. I have been thinking about doing a podcast for forever now, and I have just been putting it off because I kind of wanted it to be perfect. But you know what, in 2020, one of my goals is just to stop overthinking, but we will get into that as soon as we get into the video. So before I go any further, if you are new, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to become a favorite family member or a featured goodie, all you have to do is go ahead and hit that notification bell. Why? Because favorite family members or featured goodies get what? Extra love and extra hugs. So for today, I do not have a featured goodie as yet, but go ahead and hit that notification bell and comment and let me know when you've done it, and you just could be the next featured goodie in the next video. Yes, sis. So, like I said, today is my first ever podcast. I will have the link to the podcast in the description just in case you want to listen to my videos, listen to my advice, but you are on the go. The podcast is the perfect solution to that. So go ahead and check out that podcast. If you don't have time to watch my YouTube videos, the podcast is there for you for that reason. So without further ado, let's get straight on into how you can level up in 2020 and things that we are leaving in 2019, sis, because we don't got time for the BS, okay? So for tip number one, the first thing that we are going to leave in 2019 is overthinking. For 2020, I need you guys to stop overthinking. This one is super important and number one on the list because overthinking is something that will really keep you from your goals, keep you from achieving, keep you from success, and we don't need that. We are going for success. We are going for ownership. We are going for our best selves in 2020 and in the new decade. So the first thing you need to do is stop overthinking. What do I mean by that? If you have an idea, if there's something that you want to do, I feel as though you should give yourself a time limit. Give yourself a time limit to make a decision as to whether or not you will go forward with this idea or whether or not you will leave it alone. Overthinking also can come from, people's opinions. You do not need validation from other people, okay? You need to validate yourself because that's the only person that matters. If you have an idea, don't go to your friends saying, oh, hey, do you think I should do this, or do you think I should do that? Or what? It doesn't matter. If you feel as though you should do it, go ahead and do it. Like Nike said, just do it, baby. Well, they didn't say baby, but just do it, okay? Tip number 2 is don't waste your time on people who do not value you. We're gonna get into a little story time right now, okay? So recently, and I told a few people about this. Recently I went on a date with this guy. As you guys know, I'm dating. And when I seen his profile, he was talking about certain things, like he's an entrepreneur, he's into that, he's into this, and I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I can learn something from you. You seem pretty interested. It's kind of along the same lines that I'm interested in, so let's go, let's chop it up, let's get to know each other. And we went on this date. First of all, I was very hesitant about the date because of the place that this guy suggested. It's not somewhere that I would ever go on a date. Let me just leave that there. Anyways, so we are on this date and he's just talking about family and family drama, his family drama. And then he said something, and it really works my nerves when people say this word, especially when men say it. And he said it, and I was just like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. So I let that slide, and then he said something else that was very, very degrading to me. It wasn't to me, but I mean, it was just degrading and very disrespectful to be saying it on our first date. And you know what? I got up and I left. I didn't just leave like that. I made up an excuse, but he knew what I was doing. He knew that I was lying. He knew that I was just trying to get out of there. Why do I say this? Because he didn't text me. He didn't call me to ask me if everything was okay, and neither did I. But he was wasting my time, so I left. So that is something that we're leaving in 2019. And if it happens in 2020, we're leaving through the door. The door. Period. So that's tip number 2. Do not waste your time on people who don't value you. And this can also tie into a previous tip that I had in a video called Protect Your Peace. If you have not seen that video, definitely kill it right here, or after you're finished watching this video, go ahead and, click it. See what I'm talking about. Tip number 3 is listen to your body and treat it well. I was chatting with my friend yesterday, and he was telling me, I asked him, how are you ringing in your new year? And he said to me, sickly. I said, dang, why is sickness always finding you? Because that's not the first thing he told me. He'd been sick in like the last, I don't know, month or so. And he said to me, you know what? My body was asking for things, and I just was not giving it to it. My body was asking for certain types of fruits and stuff like that, and I was eating like a lot of processed foods and stuff, and here I am still sick. So I'm gonna try to, listen to my body and see if that makes me better. Definitely, you want to be listening to your body in 2020 and for this new decade and treating it well. You need to work out. You need to get enough rest. You need to, and when I say body, I mean your entire being. So mentally as well. For me, when I feel like grumpy and moody and stuff like that, things that make me feel better is, first of all, talking to certain people and hanging around my family. When my family and I, when we have a good time together, that really, really puts me in a positive space. So I have to listen to my body and get to know myself. That's another thing that you need to do in listening to your body. Get to know yourself. When you feel down and out, what makes you feel better? And take note of those things so that when it happens again, you can just get over that feeling quicker. Yeah? So listen to your body and treat it well. Get plenty rest. Get plenty exercise. Eat right. Oh my goodness. In 2019, let me just stop saying 2019. Last year, I stopped eating. I've been pescatarian for 2 years. And then I watched this movie called What the Health on Netflix, and I stopped eating fish and I cut out cheese. Well, I have to say cut back, because since I stopped eating it, I had it probably 3 times. But I have seen such a difference in my body. I've dropped some pounds, of course, because now I really only eat veg and stuff like that. But occasionally I might have cake and chocolate and stuff. But I have drastically seen a difference in my body. I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to sweat so much, not profusely like that, but anything I do, it will make me hot. And since I've stopped eating, since I've cut out all these foods and, really paid attention to my body and what I'm doing, I realized I don't sweat as much. I'm not as hot. My body is just cooler. So listen to your body and treat it well. Okay? Tip number 4 is stop trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Insta Joneses. It's that simple. I want you guys to know that social media is only this much of a person's life. I'm going to do this right now. I am going to take a video of my bedroom. You guys see right here looks all put together and stuff, but I'm going to take a video of my bedroom, how it looks right now. It's not messy, but it could be tidier, right? Because you guys are just seeing this. But my bedroom is like this because I jumped out of bed this morning. I was like, you know what? I have goals for 2020. I need to be pushing out content. So I got up, I took a shower, I beat my face, and my bedroom is looking like this. I'm not gonna tidy it or anything like that. Actually, let me do it right now. Actually, can't because this is my mic. I can't. Anyways, I really wanted this to be not such a rambly video because this is a podcast as well. But you know what? I am completely Shan. This is completely me, okay? But like I said, you guys only see a portion of people's lives on social media. You guys do not see the downs when they're down and out. Well, hardly anybody will post that. But stop trying to keep up with the Joneses because you only see a percentage of a person's life. And their life is not yours. Their journey is not yours. So you do not need to compete with anybody or compare yourself to anybody but the previous you, okay? You can use that in a photo caption, period. So yeah, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Insta Joneses is tip number 4. And finally, tip number 5 is be fearless and intentional. Intentional. Now that I've said the word intentional, today's feature goodie goes out to my sis, Louisa. Louisa has been supporting me from video number 1. I know a lot of you do not know about that video because the video is no longer there, but literally when I uploaded my first YouTube video, probably like the 3rd YouTube video, she was there, like she was commenting on that video. Louisa she has been a goodie from day 1, turned a friend. I love you so much. I really, really, really appreciate you for, supporting me and stuff. But tip number 5 is be fearless and intentional. So this goes back to tip number 1, stop overthinking. You need to be fearless, especially if you have goals for yourself. I know some people, you need to be fearless, especially if you have goals that are within a certain time frame. Some people have goals for themselves, but like it's not as stringent, if you understand what I'm saying. So being fearless ties in a lot with not overthinking. Some people's fear comes out in a way such as, well, what if I'm not as good as somebody else? What if I can't get it done? Okay, so what? Try it. And like I said, try it, test your limits, get to know yourself, find out what you're good at, do more of that, educate yourself on that thing that you want to get better at. I'm giving you those tips. I'm taking those tips for myself, okay? Be fearless and intentional. What do you want? What do you have to do to get it? How can you surround yourself with people that can help you get that? Be intentional. Don't just say, for example, you want to start a YouTube channel. Okay. What is your intention with the YouTube channel? Do you want to get out a message? Do you want to make money from it? Do you want to turn it into a business? Do you want to just have it as a hobby and just upload videos once a month or once every 4 months? What is your intention with this goal? Why are you doing it? I feel as though if you figure out your why first, that makes things so much easier. Yeah? So those are my those are my 5 tips. I feel as though this podcast can just be just all over the place. I can be sounding crazy, but you know what? I am willing to suck so that I can grow. Okay? Like, I know I don't sound as professional as other podcasters right now, but I'm having fun. This is completely me. Completely Shan is my brand because I want people to be completely themselves and to be okay with it, to be just like in love with who they are. And that's what I'm doing right now, okay? Like, I'm me. I need training. But I'm starting and I'm growing, okay? Okay, so those are my 5 tips for things that we need to leave in 2019 and how to do better in 2020. So let's just go over those 5 tips one more time. Tip number 1, stop overthinking. Overthinking is just gonna hinder you from your goals. It's just gonna set you back. Stop it. Just stop it. Tip number 2, don't waste time on people who don't value you. If you realize that you're hanging around people and they have nothing to offer you, whether it be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or even financially, well, not really financially, like, don't use people. Do better. Get around people that can elevate you, and leave people who drain you. Leave them, because people who don't value you are people who drain you, and just leave them alone. Leave them, cut them off, have no regrets about it, okay? Or if you don't want to cut them off, severely limit your time around them, okay? Period. Tip number 3 is listen to your body and treat it well. In order to be successful, or in order to do better, your body is a machine, and you need to have that body in order to do better. So the better you treat your body, the better you feel, and the better you can do in the world, okay? Tip number 4 is stop trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Insta Joneses. Social media is this much of a person's life, and you just do not need to be comparing yourself to anybody other than the you that you were yesterday or yesteryear, okay? Tip number 5 is to be fearless and intentional. Figure out your why and just go for it. Stop overthinking. That ties into being fearless once again. Anyways, so that is it for my tips on things that you should leave in 2019 and how to do better for 2020 and this decade in general. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you are watching me on YouTube, click right here to check out my last upload, and click right there to check out some more fun videos. Subscribe to me by clicking my face, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Remember to be completely you, be fearless for this new decade, and love yourself. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video and catch up with you guys in the next podcast. Bye.